What's up guys, Mike Mignogna here, and in this video we're going to be learning the 7 steps to 7+ figures with your roofing company. This is for roofing contractors who need leads to get new homeowner clients. It's for roofing contractors who've tried lead selling companies or who've heard not to ever use them. For roofing contractors who've tried SEO and marketing companies and gotten nothing in return, or who've heard not to trust them, or roofing contractors who rely on word of mouth and door knocking. In the next 45 minutes, we're going to learn some things. Particularly, we're going to learn how to do a minimum of 10 extra roof replacements per month, whether you do storm damage restoration, regular homeowner retail roof replacements, or both, and how you can scale it as much as you can handle. We're also going to learn how to generate a consistent flow of high quality, ready to buy homeowner leads that you don't have to share with anyone. You're going to learn how to increase your prices and still win bids. That's a huge one. And you're going to learn how to not only get more leads, but how to increase the closing percentage of you and your sales reps automatically. This is really, really cool stuff, so keep watching. Basically, you're going to learn everything you need to know so that you can add a minimum of 10 full roof replacements per month using predictable, repeatable systems instead of guesswork, failure, junky lead companies, and shady marketers. And let me tell you something, I talk to roofing contractors every day and I hear horror stories. I'm sure you have a few yourself. Here are some rules though. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a do nothing but click a button and make money thing, because those are not real anyway. This is not a how to get more customers without actually doing anything or providing a great service program, because those don't work. You must be a roofing contractor who actually cares about his clients, who does good work, who cares about people, and who knows that if only more people knew he was one of the good guys, his business would explode. If that's you, I can 100% help. If not, this is not for you. It's that simple. Also, neither my results nor my clients' results are typical. And that doesn't mean that my clients don't typically get great results. It means that roofing contractors don't typically get these results with marketing schemes or other supposed marketing systems. My clients do get these results with me. The people you're going to hear about are hardworking entrepreneurs who put in effort and did the work. The results you get are entirely up to you. Okay, so if you become one of my clients and you do work with me, if you put in the work, you can be like the guys we're gonna meet in this video. So tell me if this sounds like you. Some months the money pours in, but you just can't seem to maintain it. Do you start out every month wondering where your next client is going to come from? Do you secretly know that your work is worth more than you're charging, but you're afraid that raising your prices will stop people from buying? Do you see other people in your industry making big money and growing exponentially and wonder what they're doing that you are not? Are you working too hard in your business, too many hours, too many activities, and burning yourself out? Do you feel like online marketing may really help but have no clue where to start? Do you feel like every new client you get brings more overhead, complexity, and headache, and you can't figure out how to scale while maintaining simplicity and high profit margins? Do you feel like there is an invisible ceiling on the amount of money you can make each month, which you just can't seem to crack? Here's the real problem. You're stuck in the old model and haven't moved to the highly leveraged, highly profitable, and predictable new model of roofing marketing and leads. You're stuck buying junk leads and hiring companies that are bad at what they do. You're stuck door knocking, and it's nearly impossible to find guys good at it and willing to do it. But something happens when you move to the new model. Once you move to the new model, you will have complete control over who you get leads from. You won't have to share the lead, and you'll be able to charge a price that allows you to profit on the work that you do in an amount that you actually deserve. You will be able to generate clients on demand and with predictability month after month with an exact idea of how much it costs to get a new client and in what time period. Your business will become much more simple and significantly more profitable with less moving parts and overhead. The invisible ceiling on your income will disappear and you will blast right through it right away without having to do more stuff. You will finally have a proven, repeatable business model that you can use to scale, open up in new areas, etc. And do all of this while tapping back into that joy that you had when you first got into business and started working with your first few homeowner clients before everything got so complicated and draining. So my name is Michael Mignogna, and I'm a roofing marketing consultant, and I'm known for liberating roofing contractors. That's how I like to think about it. Liberating them from the BS lead companies that they've been using and the shady marketing companies that they've tried and failed with time after time. I started marketing for businesses in New York City about 10 years ago. I'm from Maryland, but I moved to New York City for a handful of years, and that's where I got started with digital marketing. And I would take on basically any client that would hire me. So it didn't matter what industry it was. And I got a roofing client, but then when I moved back to Maryland, I got a roofing client, and the results I was getting for my roofing client were just so much better. They were so amazing compared to the results I was getting for the other businesses I was helping that I decided to just move into roofing marketing consulting full time and not even help other people, just only work with roofing companies. And that's how I kind of created my niche and decided, I love working for roofers. I know how to get them retail leads. I know how to get them storm damage leads. Let me just take this system that I know works and get as many clients as I possibly can and help as many people as I possibly can. And now I specialize in helping roofing contractors take ownership of the systems that actually make them money, the lead systems, so that they don't have to wonder where the next job is coming from, nor do they have to be at the mercy of junk lead companies and marketers. And I absolutely love what I do. At the end of the day, it's so fulfilling knowing that I'm actually helping people. And I'm not a marketing guy who, tries to convince you guys, roofing contractors, to trust him because this time will be different. That's what other companies do, and then they do the same old crap you've been dealing with that hasn't worked. This is one of my clients, James. He went from 1 roof to 10 roofs a month, then dozens of roofs a month, and he did it in 1 month. He came to me after having broken off from working with with a business partner, and he just started his own company. They had a falling out of some sort. He didn't really give me too many details. But he started his own company with nothing, no website, no Facebook page, no Google business listing, nothing. And he went from one, doing a roof a month or so from referrals to doing 10 roofs in the first month. Got really busy, hired a secretary, sales reps, and now he's able to do dozens of roofs a month. And he knows where they're coming from, and he doesn't wonder how he's going to get his next clients. This is Tim Remedio. When he came to me, he told me that he would wake up and, think, man, I hope I get a client this month. And then he started working with me, and he started doing 5 roofs a week reliably. Tim's a cool guy. He actually sells over the phone, over like a shared, kind of like a Zoom call. He doesn't even go to the house and meet the person. He sells virtually. It's really cool. Not many people do what he does, but he does it really well, and he's able to do it. But he was praying for referrals and doing a couple roofs a month. And now he's doing over 150K per month, month over month. And this transformation, when he joined me, happened in the first month, because that's how marketing should work. It should just start working immediately. And now he doesn't worry about where the next job is coming from, and he can spend time with his family. This is Ed. He added an additional 4 million in his first year with me. So he was not like James and Tim in that he was like a one-man show. Ed actually owns a roofing company who already had multiple sales reps, but he was really having trouble filling their schedules with good leads for them to run. And so when he came to me, we put together a system that he was able to use to just give a bunch of leads to all of his salespeople and keep them super busy with getting lots of new work for the business. And he added 4 million in his first year with me. This is Dan. He went from purely door knocking to generating in-house leads and closing deals over the phone. So him and his company, they would door knock, a couple sales reps, knock doors, and COVID hit and door knocking wasn't nearly as effective. People would slam the door in people's faces, and it was just not a sustainable thing. But then he implemented the systems that I have devised and that I use for dozens and dozens of roofing clients all over the country. And he closed 3 deals in his first 3 days of his campaign starting. That's remarkable. I mean, when you hire a marketing company who says they're doing SEO for you or something, 3 months down the road, you call them up and you say, hey, I haven't gotten any leads yet. We're not on page 1 of Google. Like, what's going on? Their response is always, well, just give it a little bit more time. It takes time to work. Well, good marketing and advertising doesn't take time to work. It either works or it doesn't. And when it does work, you start making money. And then the goal is not to get it to work. The goal is to get it to work better and better over time, not start working over time. So now Dan feeds his sales guys with high quality exclusive leads, and he's on pace to double his business in the first year of implementing our systems. And that's just the start of it. In the years that I have been coaching roofing contractors, I have helped over 100 guys take their businesses from addicted to lead companies to self-reliant. I've helped over 100 guys go from always burned to always busy. So what is the new model that I'm talking about? Well, there are 7 transformations that need to happen in your business if you want to add 7 figures. So let's just go over them one by one. Number 1, you must stop blindly grasping at schemes. You have to define your mountain and own it. So what does that mean? Tom Brady, let's talk about him for a minute. He doesn't play football one week and then basketball the next. Okay, football is Brady's mountain. He defined it, owned it, and defends it. He's the absolute best. I guess you could argue that there are other quarterbacks that are better, but he's like the Michael Jordan of football, in my opinion. Roofing is insanely profitable when done right. And if you want to build your roofing company, or if you want to add roofing as a service you offer, you need to be thought of as someone who specializes in roofing. You have to define your mountain. That's your mountain, is roofing. And people need to know you as the best roofer. If you do a million different services, it's going to be tough to convince someone that they should hire you for their roof. Or, in other words, you need to define what your area of mastery is and then climb to the top of that mountain and defend it like hell. It's a lot easier than you think to be the best in your service area at one thing, but it's almost impossible to come off as the best at multiple things. That's why I specialize in helping roofing contractors. It's why I don't market myself and try to get clients from a million different verticals, because I want people to know that I'm the best at helping roofers, because it's the truth. These are just some reviews that my clients have left me over the years, and you can pause the video and look at those if you like. But I'll tell you about Shane. Shane came to me. He's a great guy. He came to me after coming back from touring. He's a military vet, and he wanted to start his own business. And he had gotten started with another marketing company that like set up a website for him, but was charging him hundreds of dollars a month to do SEO, they called it. And Shane just wasn't getting any results, and he didn't know what he was paying for. And so he had me on the phone when we talked, and he asked me what was going on, like, what is this company really doing for me? And I basically told him that they're not really doing anything, because that's what a lot of these shady marketers do. Long story short, he joined me and immediately blew up his company with tons of leads. He got off the ground so quickly. It was ridiculous, and he's never looked back, and he got rid of that other marketing company, saved those hundreds of dollars a month, and I was able to consult with him to figure out how to do that, and he absolutely is. He's one of my biggest fans, to say the least. Number 2, you must be focused on only the things that actually make you money. The other things should be axed immediately. What does that mean? You know, when Apple was failing and had 30 days worth of cash left in the bank, Steve Jobs came back to rescue it. He had left the company, and then he came back to the company. And the first thing he did was he got rid of 80% of the product line that Apple was offering and returned Apple back to its core business. You need to do this, but for the stuff you're paying marketers and lead companies for, okay? So a lot of roofing contractors, they get a million phone calls as soon as they open up their business, or if they've been in business for years, they're getting millions of phone calls every day from different marketing companies and marketing guys and lead companies and all this stuff. And over time, you can build up this collection of companies that are, you know, supposedly doing work for you and getting you business. So you're paying people to host your website, and you're paying that same company maybe to do some SEO for $150 or $300 a month, or God forbid more, and you're not sure if that's doing anything for you. And then you're paying Home Advisor for leads, and you're having to, you know, underbid just to win the deals, and you're not sure if you're making money over there. So you try to hire a marketing company who says they're going to run ads for you, but their ads never work, and now you're just spending money in every direction, and nothing is working. And even if something is working a little bit, you're not sure which one it is, because God knows where the money is going and what is actually bringing in the new clients. And that's a terrible place to be if you actually want to build your roofing company, because you don't know what marketing is working, if any, and therefore you don't know where to put more money to get more clients, if anything is working in the first place. Okay, so don't do that. You need to get rid of that junk, that money-sucking junk, and get back down to basics. Not necessarily basics, that's the wrong word, but you need to actually just do something that truly works, that you know quantifiably works, and you know down to the dollar how it's working. And that's exactly what healthy, prosperous roofing companies do. That's what, you know, when you look across the aisle at, you know, your competitors that are killing it, or that look like they're making lots of money and they have got really healthy businesses, what they're doing is they've got marketing that is laser pointed, laser guided marketing. They're spending money on something that they know works, and they know that if they increase the money they're spending, they're going to get even more business. And that's what you need to do. So these are just a couple of screenshots of some texts that I got from clients at one point. I get texts from clients all the time, letting me know how they're doing, and so, you know, this is Tim, for instance. He was super excited about a huge house that he got a lead from, and this is Shane again, letting me know how he's doing with things. Let's talk about the third step to 7+ figures, and that is you must never discount your services. This is huge, okay? When I talk to roofing contractors, one of the most common things I identify as the reason that they are having issues with revenue and income is the fact that they're discounting their services to win these bids. And more often than not, they're discounting them because they feel like if they charge what they're really worth, that they're not going to win the bids. And that's a really uncomfortable position to be in, because essentially, when you discount your services, the more work you get, the harder life becomes. So let's go over why that's the case. Discounting your services is a surefire way to destroy your business. When your margins suck, the more work you get, the more miserable life becomes. Think about it. If you're making next to nothing on a job, but you still have to work to get the job done, then if you get 10 jobs, you're going to be working 10 times harder to make next to nothing. And that's not a good place to be. It's not a healthy place to be with your business. The more work you end up getting, you end up dreading getting new clients because you know you're going to have to do a ton more work, and it's really not going to it's just not going to feel worth it at the end of the day. But when you're paid an amount of money that allows you to make a healthy profit, you end up loving what you do, and you can offer better and better service as a result. And then you look forward to getting new jobs to work on. And that's an amazing feeling. This is a screenshot of a whole bunch of messages that my client got from his sales team. They're just so excited about how many leads they're being fed that, it's just an amazing feeling for the sales team. Ed is an amazing owner and friend, and thank you to everyone else. If there's anything I can do to help, just ask. I'm running the tires off my car and I love it. It's amazing the difference in my appointments set in the last 10 days. Within 10 days of working with me, his whole sales team was full of leads. It's an amazing thing. Number 4, don't only focus on leads. Also focus on closing more deals. Okay, this is huge. Let's talk about this a little bit. If you're only focusing on getting more leads, then you are missing out on lots of money. Think about it. If you're going on 10 appointments and closing 4 deals, that's great. You could go on twice as many appointments and close an additional 4 deals. So you could go on 20 appointments and close 8. That's great. But what if you also increased your close percentage? What if instead of closing 4 out of every 10, you closed 5 or 6? Then you're increasing your revenue on both ends. You're getting more leads, plus you're closing a higher percentage of them. That's how to scale. Because then you can spend less on marketing because you're closing more. Or you could spend more on marketing and just close that much more. And that's what good marketing does. Good marketing gets more leads, but it also closes more deals without begging for it. Because the fact is, they should beg for you. People are desperately in search of contractors that they trust. And they are really nervous about hiring the wrong contractor. Everyone's got a horror story about contractors. Everyone has a horror story that they've heard, whether it's directly something that they experienced themselves or they've heard it from a friend. When they find a contractor that they know is trustworthy and actually good at what they do, they will pay more money for that contractor just for the peace of mind of knowing that the job's going to get done right, especially for a roof, especially for the thing that actually protects their home and their family. So imagine it. Imagine your ads reaching homeowners, and the homeowner requests an estimate or a free inspection, and so you set a time to meet them. Now, before you and your reps get there, you or your reps get there. They continue to see more of your ads, but now they see ads about how awesome you are. So imagine, you get a lead from an ad online, and as soon as you get that lead, you call the person, you set an appointment with them, you let them know that you're going to come out, see their house and talk to them, and you set it for the next day. Well, you hang up the phone, and that person, maybe they go to work and whatever, and then on their lunch break or something, they open up their phone, get on Facebook or Instagram or something, and there's a video of you talking about the things that make your company special and the things that you do differently and better than other roofing contractors. Well, you can do that. You can warm people up and sell them on the reasons why you're amazing before you even get there to close the deal. Imagine how much easier closing will be if you do that. Number 5, you need immediate results. This is huge. Too many roofing contractors have been convinced that marketing takes time to work. It doesn't. It either works or something is wrong. I hear this all the time, and I mentioned it earlier in the video about roofing contractors that hire companies to do SEO and get them on the top of Google and all this other BS. That is, you might as well just, light money on fire. What you need are immediate results, or else you won't want to continue. It's like a diet. Think about it. If you went on a diet and it took 3 months to lose the first pound, you would not stay on that diet. That would not work. You need to lose a few pounds in the first week, or you're not going to be excited about it. You're not going to think it works at all. And it's not going to be successful. It's the same with marketing. You need to make money at the outset so that you can bankroll even more and even better marketing. So one of the best things about getting results immediately is that you make money immediately. You should be able to make the money back on your first month of marketing within the first couple weeks. And then the rest is just icing on the cake. And that's how it should be every single month. You need to do the simplest things first that make you money the fastest and improve things systematically over time. So that's really important. I think that programs that require you to do an insane amount of work for 6-12 weeks, before you start seeing the first results, are programs that you're going to fail with and that aren't going to work. I mean, who has 12 weeks to spend working their asses off without any money coming in? Money needs to come in really quickly, and then when it's coming in, when you're getting amazing results, then you can say, all right, I'm ready to do the more advanced stuff and to add on even more to this system that's already making me money. And this is an important point to make, and I kind of stuck it right in here just to make sure we're on the same page. If you have no money to pay for advertising or marketing, then you don't actually have a business, okay? A business needs to be profitable, at least profitable enough that you have funds to use to get more business, okay? Making money costs money, and good marketing allows you to spend $1, or I should say, make $6 for every $1 you spend on advertising or something like that. Whatever the ROI really is, whether it's 4x or 6x or 10x or more. I've seen it all. But either way, you should know that when you put money in, a lot more money comes out. But if you don't have any money to put in, then it's not really a business. So just touch on this again. You get a Facebook ad up and running, and it's built properly with a system that actually works. You get a lead, you set an appointment, you make a sale. That should happen within the first week or 10 days of embarking on this journey. If it doesn't, something's wrong. If you're with a marketing company and you haven't made a sale on a lead that you know that they've gotten you, and it's been a month or 2 or 3, then you need to get rid of them and work with someone on a system that actually works, because that's what you deserve. And anything else is just an absolute waste of money. Number 6, you need to spend more time making your customers happy and less time putting out fires. And there's only one way to do that. You need to actually do good work. You know, one of the biggest problems that not having enough leads causes is that you feel forced to skimp on things just to make a buck. So let's get real for a second. When you're not getting enough leads, and you're not getting enough business, and you're really struggling with regard to where the next paycheck is coming from, it's really difficult to do amazing work, because you need to get every penny out of that job that you got just to pay the bills and get on with life. And it's a vicious cycle, because what ends up happening is you don't do work that is amazing, and then you don't get amazing reviews, you don't get amazing referrals from that customer. Then you're putting out more fires with regard to that project. It's delayed, they're pissed, a whole host of things, and that's a really bad feeling. When you have good marketing in place and you aren't worried about where the next job is coming from, you can get out of the vicious cycle of getting a new job to pay for the current one. And this is a huge thing for people like, that do interior remodeling and jobs like that, where they basically have to find a new customer to give them the deposit on their interior remodeling project, then use that deposit to pay for the previous customer whose job they ran out of money for and haven't been able to finish. I mean, it's a little different with roofing. Roofing's a one-day thing. Usually the whole job gets done and whatever, but you still need money to buy the materials, and if you're doing insurance restoration, there's money to float for that. You need to be cash positive. You need to know where your clients are coming from next, and it needs to be reliable. Otherwise, it's just a really vicious cycle that you can get in, and it's tough to get out if you don't have more clients coming in. And when you do have enough clients coming in, you know where they're coming from. You can spend time actually doing the work that you know you're capable of doing. You can actually make sure that your crews are doing things the way that they should be done. You're giving them the materials they need. You're giving them the time that they need. You're supporting them. You're project managing. You're going to visit the houses that you're doing roofs for proudly as the owner, to let the homeowner know that you're there, managing things and making sure everything is perfect. And then when they talk to their friends, they talk about how amazing you are. And when they're done, they leave you amazing reviews. And it's really it's very binary. It's very night and day. You can either be really bad or you can be really amazing. And if you're really amazing, the future is bright. If you do good work, you'll not only close more deals, but you'll get more deals. People will vouch for you. They'll recommend you. And I can't tell you how many times I call roofing contractors who schedule appointments with me to talk, and they don't answer their phone. It goes right to voicemail. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think contractors are oftentimes afraid to answer their phones because they know that they have customers that are really not happy. That's a really uncomfortable place to be. Number 7, you need to learn from someone who already has this figured out, okay? You need to invest in mentorship and learn from the best. If you want to go to the Cayman Islands, would you rather charter a plane and get behind the controls yourself with no training, no map, and no co-pilot to guide you? I don't think so. So then why the hell would you try to charter your own roofing business to the 7-figure level without a mentor and a proven system? Maybe you're running Facebook ads on your own, or you've hired some shady marketing companies that don't know what they're doing, or you're buying leads and it's doing nothing for your company except running you ragged and basically abusing you so that you have to give estimates for next to nothing. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars testing everything under the sun for roofing contractors, and I've developed systems that work and that can be implemented into any roofing company. Believe me when I say that there is a shortcut and an easier way. It's with mentorship from somebody who has a proven system and who actually has done it. So you basically have two options at this point. Number one, you can continue buying overpriced leads that 5 other contractors also get. You can hire marketing companies who promise the world and never deliver. You can wait for referrals and knock doors constantly. Or you can learn the proven system from somebody who has not just done it, but actually mastered it and is the best at it. Now, if you're smart and you go with option 2 and decide to work with me, here's what you're in for in terms of results and speed. Number 1, within the first week, we have all of your digital assets up and running and in your control, and we have your first ad campaign launched and bringing in leads in the first week. Within the second week, we have more advanced ad functionality that actually follows interested homeowners around the internet. Within the third week, we scale your ads so that you are getting even more leads and new paying clients. And within the fourth week, we start learning and implementing amazing video ads to target dream clients. And that's just the first month. So if this sounds like you and you want to add 100K per month or more, then let's talk. Over the next 5 days, we've set aside some time to talk to you to see if we can help. We'll talk for roughly 45 minutes and we'll map out an exact action plan for you to follow so that you can hit 100K plus per month this year. And this call will probably be the most valuable 45 minutes you spend working on your business this year. So again, who is this for? This is for roofing contractors who have a legitimate business, but who want to double, triple, and or quadruple it. It's for roofing contractors who have either tried lead selling companies or who have heard to avoid them at all costs. It's for roofing contractors who know they are great at what they do and who know that if only homeowners knew how great they are, they'd get tons of new business. It's for people who truly love helping others and value results above everything else. It's for people who understand that they need to have some skin in the game. So what you should do right now is go to mignogna.com/roof. However, if you're watching this, it's probably on a page that I want you to watch it on. So there's likely a button below that allows you to get on my schedule and apply by filling out an application. So do that right now, right below this video. And I really look forward to talking to you and making this the best year ever for your roofing company. See you guys.